because they asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before that time. They believed in Him and they said, رَبَّنَا ثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَنَا. Oh Allah, please make firm our foot and the dangerous day. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then because of their prayer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected them. And at the end of that ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the example and gives us the lesson. وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. And if you liked this example, then do the same. Put your trust on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rely on Him and say, Oh Allah, I'm putting my trust on you. I believing in you. Please help me. Please help me at the dangerous moments. Please help me when I am about to commit any sin, any kind of sin. Please take me away from that sin. If you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you put this issue in your pray, then you can take or you can receive the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ahead of time. Like the army of Talut alayhi salam. They said, رَبَّنَا أَفْرِغْ عَلَيْنَا صَبْرًا وَثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَنَا وَانصُرْنَا عَلَى. Before the fight began, they asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please, oh Allah, please make us patient in this battle. Please help us, وَثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَنَا, and grant us steadfastness from your presence, and make our foot firm before the enemy. They asked all of this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before the battle beginning. So we can do the same, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may protect us. And those whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not protect, they cannot ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or say, why didn't you protect us? Allah will say to them, I protected them because they asked me to protect them. They believed in me. They knew that there is their Lord who is in control of all things. You didn't believe, you weren't believing me. You weren't believe, you weren't confess that I am the one who controls everything. You like to think that you control something, and you like to think that there is no controller over this life. So you try to live by yourself. So I opened the way of dalala for you. وَقِهِمْ السَّيِّئَاتِ. So as a matter of fact, there is protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but for those who believed in Him and asked that protection from Allah Azza wa Jal. وَقِهِمُ السَّيِّئَاتِ. And we can understand the sayyi'at, the evil things, at that day, because in this ayah, وَمَنْ تَقِ السَّيِّئَاتِ يَوْمَئِذٍ, the angel says, at that day, whomsoever you protect him, you save him from the evil things, from the sayyi'at, from the evil things of that day. We seek refuge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil things of that day, from the dangerous situations of that day. وَمَنْ تَقِ السَّيِّئَاتِ يَوْمَئِذٍ فَقَدْ رَحِمْتَ. Because if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved you from the evil things of that day, then it means that Allah had mercy on you, have taken you into His mercy. فَقَدْ رَحِمْتَ. You understand, and the angels also understand that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects someone from the evils of that day, from the evil situations of that day, then it means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala liked him and liked his life So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive him. This is like the ayah فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. And whoever snatched away from the fire, and whoever taken away from the fire, زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ, and entered the paradise, فَقَدْ فَازَ. That one had won. He won. This is the biggest win. فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. وَمَنْ تَقِ السَّيِّئَاتِ يَوْمَئِذٍ فَقَدْ رَحِمْتَ. And whoever you save him from the evil things of that day, indeed you have mercy on, you have taken him into your mercy. فَقَدْ رَحِمْتَ. And there is another ayah. I was trying to remember it. مَنْ يُصْرَفَ عَنْهُ يَوْمَئِذٍ فَقَدْ رَحِمَ. Whomsoever taken away from the fire, مَنْ يُصْرَفَ عَنْهُ يَوْمَئِذٍ فَقَدْ رَحِمَ. It means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on him. وَذَلِكَ الْفَوْزُ الْمُبِينَ. Like the end of this ayah, subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. And this is the supreme achievement. وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. And this, there is not any achievement bigger than this. ذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives somebody and taken him away from the fire, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him, it means that he had won. وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. This is the biggest success. وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. Imagine a success that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala naming him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining him that it is biggest, it is azim, it is enormous success. The one who created the heavens, the earth, look how big the heavens and the earth, how big the universe. And that one who created this universe, he says that this is the biggest achievement, this is the great success. وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. What is the great success? First of all, to be forgiven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to be freed from nar, from hellfire, from Jahannam. And it's understood that after this step, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take him to Jannah. فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةِ. Whoever snatched away from the fire and then entered the Jannah, وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. This is the success. No success after this. No success before this. There is many kind of success in your life, in our life, I know. But all of this success doesn't mean anything. We will remain them all. We will remain them all in this life. We will go alone. We will not take them with us. And some of them, we will lose them in our life before going. So no meaning of the success of this life. There is a real and a prominent and permanent success, an everlasting success in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should consume whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us in this life in order to achieve that success, the biggest success of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which we will receive in another life, which we hope to receive in the hereafter. So if we believe in the success of this life, and if we imagine them other than their realities, if we see them big without thinking about them, if we do not use them in order to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we use them in order to upset Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is al-khusran al-mubin. This is the biggest loss. He will lose his life, and he will lose his second life. He will lose his everlasting life. وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. So this is only one trial in this life. This is only one life, and we can only achieve a biggest achievement over this life in the hereafter. And whatever we achieve before in this life, in this worldly life, they are not a real achievement. And everybody, even Muslims or even the peoples of another religions, they all say that this life is not a real life. They all say that this life is like a lie. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes our attention, invites our attention to the second life, to the hereafter, to the everlasting achievement. وَذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. To be forgiven by the one who created this life and began to the everlasting life. Here is the ayah number 10. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the disbelievers. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. He says that the disbelievers, those who disbelieved in their life, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُنَادَوْنَ, they will be addressed. It will be said to them, لَمَقْتُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ مِنْ مَقْتِكُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ. لَمَقْتُ اللَّهِ, the aversion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the hate of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَكْبَرُ مِنْ مَقْتِكُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ, is greater than your hate towards yourselves. The hate of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala towards you is bigger than your hate towards yourselves. يُنَادَوْنَ لَمَقْتُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ مِنْ مَقْتِكُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ. What does it mean, this ayah? يُنَادَوْنَ, they will be addressed that لَمَقْتُ اللَّهِ. We understand that they will hate themselves. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take them, will judge about them and take them to hellfire, when they experience that unbearable punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when they have a taste of its heat, we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from His punishment. When they experience that unbearable punishment, they will hate themselves. They will feel very big regret at that moment. They will hate themselves with utmost hatred. And at that state, the angels will say to them, لَمَقْتُ اللَّهِ. Here